For the latest years for which data is available, gun violence in the United States, the year, by the way, is 2020. Gun violence in the United States is now responsible for more child deaths than automobile accidents. In fact, guns are the number one cause of death for Americans under the age of 18. The most common way for a teenager, preteen, adolescent, child, infant, toddler to die is by being shot in the United States. A country that clearly does not have a war happening on our soil, yet gunfire is more likely to kill your child than anything else. Now, here's the thing. These new numbers that have come out, the reports that have come along with them, also show that over the years, gun violence, gun deaths among children have been increasing, while automobile deaths, formerly the number one cause, have been steadily decreasing. And there's a reason for that. A very simple reason. We put stricter safety standards on vehicles. Right? Seatbelts, airbags, child safety seats. We changed child safety seat laws. In most areas of the country, it's actually illegal. You can get a ticket for letting a kid under the age of 12 or 13 ride in the front seat of a vehicle. We have enacted all kinds of laws, most of them, of course, at the state level, put all these new safety regulations in place because we looked at it and we saw that too many kids, too many people really, were dying in automobile accidents. So we made it safer. We didn't outlaw cars. We didn't say that nobody's allowed to have a car, but we made it safer for those that are behind the wheel. That's what we have to do with guns. We are never going to be able to go around and take everybody's guns away. Even the thought of that is going to turn off even people who don't own guns. And let's not forget that at the moment, of course, it is unconstitutional as well. You can't do it. Nor should we. But we shouldn't even be in a position where we have to think about that. The position we're in right now is a very unique one as a country. But it also provides us an opportunity to do what we did with the automobile industry, to renovate it, to regulate it, to innovate it. Why are we not doing that with guns? That's what should be happening here. You want to have a car, you have to have car insurance. Why do we not have liability insurance for gun owners? That's a thing that could happen. That is absolutely a thing that could happen. You get too many points on your license, you lose your ability to drive. How about we put points on owning a gun? We restrict other constitutional rights that way too, so let's not think that that's out of the realm of possibility. But if you get in a domestic violence incident, there's a strike against you, you lose your guns. Red flag laws, by the way, is what that's called. If you get in any kind of physical altercation on the street, there's a point against you. Happens too many times. You're a known fighter. You're a known aggressor. Too many points, we take it away for a while till you cool down. There are very simple, common sense things that we can do that are not being talked about right now. Yes, we're talking about raising the age of buying an AR-15. That's a great idea. I support it. Expanded background checks. Great idea. I support it, as does more than 80% of the population. But some of these other measures too. Putting the liability onto the gun owner. Putting the liability onto the gun seller. Making people maybe think twice before they either purchase or sell a gun. Those are things we can easily do. Things that individual states could do. Things that insurance companies, by the way, could do. They could say, oh, you own a gun, you can't have homeowners insurance. Same way as, some areas, if you own a trampoline, sorry, you can't have homeowners insurance. You own a pit bull, you can't have homeowners insurance. Why is it no different with a gun? Or why is it different with a gun, I should say? You're more likely to get shot if there is a gun in your household. That's a liability. It all makes perfect sense. And if we do what we did with the automobile industry, we could absolutely bring down the number of children each year that are being shot to death. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.